This is Hans Bristol, the sports director at KVSC. His journey to get here started a long time ago in Waconia.
Yeah, it was something that was intimidating for me, being a freshman who didn't even go to that high school. And I went right up to actually the first year, brand new head football coach, and gave him this idea and said, hey, could we make this something? And for me, broadcasting really always was something that I was interested in, because just growing up was just, my life was just sports. I played all sorts of sports, watched sports, listened to Bob Uecker games on my handheld radio, hide it under my pillow in Milwaukee and listen to the late night games on the West Coast. It's just what I love to do. But the biggest thing for me in broadcasting is just the worst thing you could get about a possibility or an opportunity is a no.
But it turned out to be a yes for Hans in the beginning of his career.
For me, that was really a start of something new, and it grew from there. It kind of stayed a one-man show. We always struggled a little bit with volunteering and stuff like that throughout those years. Led me into a Division III opportunity with Crown College and getting to do some webcasting and broadcasting there, and that was really the start for me. It kind of laid the groundwork of not only my on-air talent, but some of my editing skills, some of my writing skills, and overall just kind of organizational type pieces that go along with just broadcasting in general. And it just kind of lit that spark in me of just loving to be at games is such a big deal for me in broadcasting and play-by-play specifically.
But it wasn't always easy. Hans had to learn on the fly.
There were some football games in high school where we would have to travel. And the problem with high school traveling and using a laptop-specific broadcast was that internet was very widespread, good connections, bad connections, good service here, bad service there, to the point of we would get to some locations throughout my high school and I'd be all ready for this broadcast and stuff, and you'd fire up the little hotspot and the bars would be jumping and they'd be back down, and we would have so many struggles with that. And that's part of the business, is learning this equipment.
Hans had success early on, and his parents were all on board.
I had a conversation with my parents, was you could turn this broadcasting into something legit. This could be something real for you in a career path.
He chose St. Cloud State to further his education and career in broadcasting, working both at UTBS and KVSC.
Kirsten Kroll was the first anchor that I worked with, so kind of that shadow. Her and I, had that position and had that mentorship type of a thing for, I believe it was Tuesday newscast. And I remember that day just being so nervous, worried about my makeup, worried about my suit, my tie. And I don't know if I smiled at all during that first time. I think I was just very serious, very nervous. But I loved it. I remember KVSC my first year as well. They got me on some basketball broadcasts. They got me on some football broadcasts, and having those experiences right away, where maybe that was a little more comfortable of a setting right away than a TV studio was. It's experiences like that that are going to allow you to grow.
Now as sports director, he is very thankful for the opportunities he has had.
Yeah, it's been really, really wonderful just to have this experience, specifically at KVSC and on the radio side of things. It's grown my editing talents, my producing talents, my day-to-day communication skills, working with different people within a department, within music, news, this radio station combination that really revolves around one big team. And I've really, really appreciated some of the staff and the leaders here at KVSC for giving me a lot of the responsibility of them seeing just the hard work that I did put in early on here. It's really paid off. I've really felt myself grow a lot, not only in just wanting to be a play-by-play broadcaster, wanting to be a TV newscaster. It's been a position that has pushed me to come up with new ideas, pushed me to make decisions, sometimes really easy ones, sometimes difficult ones, is all these things that come in being a part of being that leadership role. And I think it's a great experience. It's been a great experience of mine to be able to have that opportunity. I really have always loved the performance side of it, the sports side of it, being able to tell stories. And I've seen it at so many different levels. Sports isn't just about wins or losses. It's about storytelling. It's about communities. It's about players. They're, these athletes who give so much on the field, on the ice, on the court. what they do off the field, what they do in their own time, and organizations they're a part of, and inspiring stories that they have growing up.